A lot of talks about teams not having key players, so it is not fair. COVID, this player has tested positive, that player can't play, so it's not, my team is losing or this team is losing. It just doesn't give you a realistic picture. Well, guess what? That's the way the world is. Anywho, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be in and out because I'm still rehabbing my shoulder. Today I didn't have physical therapy, so I'm here to spend some time with you guys talking about basketball. Please make sure you do subscribe and hit that like right there. It does help. I know you thinking probably one like, but yeah, the algorithm and all that. Yeah, it does help. So anywho, let's get back into it. All right, so we've seen a lot of teams right now, they're suffering. Some of their players can't play and then games being postponed because of COVID, and that's the way it's going to be. And I know some people complaining like, oh, this is just, we're not going to have, this is not a regular season. Yes, it is a regular season. Every season, every game, every sport, you got to deal with what's happening out there. It's just, you got to strategize against it. That's the way I'm seeing it. Just like, players get injured, whether it's accident or no conditioning or whatever it may be, you got to have a plan for that. And that's why the NBA actually planned. This year, they're allowed to have 15 players active. They didn't have that last year, so they knew this was going to happen. But then now each team, I feel they need to strategize also. Just like what happened in the bubble, they didn't have any cases. I feel like right now, each team needs to come up with the strategy and players have to buy in. Meaning that you can't do A, B, C, and D, or we need to do A, B, C, and D in order for our squad to be intact, night in, night out, so we can actually compete. It's not just about how well this guy can shoot or how well this guy can dunk or can pass or whatever. Winning a championship or just winning in life or winning in anything, you just got to pay attention to details. There's no difference here. So let's not stop complaining about, my team didn't have so-and-so, that's why we have a losing record or something like that right now. I just don't see it that way. I think this is part of it. This is the way things are right now, so you just have to adapt. Just adapt to it and keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's all. Keep it moving. And that means when you have you got to make sure every game counts. Every possession should count. All right, because this is the new norm. Let's put it that way. So just get used to it, adapt, and let's keep it moving. That's the way I'm seeing it. If you think otherwise, I would like to hear. I would like to hear what you got to say. But I think this is just one of those things, man. This is just one of those things where you just got to plan it out, have a strategy, and just execute. They were able to execute in the bubble, no cases. So now you have a smaller crew, meaning just one team, meaning each team just has to plan for one team. I know you got to travel and everything, but it's still possible. Nothing is impossible. It can be done. They have private planes, man. They got private planes. This can be done. All right, so don't tell me otherwise. This can be done if they truly want to do it. So this should just be part of what they need to do in order to win a championship, or in order to win the next game, or in order to win that next possession, whichever way you want to look at it. But that's the way I'm seeing it. If you think otherwise, let me know. I love to hear. But right now, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. But you can convince me. Please convince me. Tell me something, and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. You're right. This is really bad. Yeah, it's not fair to some teams and all that. Yeah, all these games being postponed and everything. Yes, I think it sucks. I did want to watch the Heat play against the Pelicans. I was waiting for that game, but I couldn't watch it. Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving. The Raptors lost by 1 point again. You lose to the Golden State Warriors by 1 point, and then the following night you lose to the Blazers by 1 point. That's just got to be heartbreaking. Man, the Raptors are still a really good team. I'm looking at that team, still has a lot of guys that went to the finals. What is it, 2 seasons ago now? Whoa, time just flies by. It seems like it was yesterday they were playing against the Golden State Warriors and they won, and Kawhi was still in Canada. But anywho, yes, they lost Kawhi, Green, and then the following year, Serge Ibaka is going now, Gasol is going right now. Yeah, they lost a lot of players. Yes, I understand. But they still do have a lot of good players, if you ask me. Fred is balling out of control. Lowry is Lowry doing his thing. Siakam, well, I'll get back to Siakam. But first, let me jump to Boucher, Chris Boucher. This dude is balling. This dude is a stud out there. We talking about 6 blocks against the Golden State Warriors. He was killing them. He was killing them. He contributed to Stephen Curry shooting 2 of 16 out there. Because this dude was just blocking everything. Steph Curry would try coming in after not being able to shoot from the outside, and this dude was right there to bliggity block. Dude is balling, and he's shooting threes, man. I'm talking about he shot like 5 threes against the Blazers. This dude is knocking him down like 62% behind the 3-point line. Dude is balling. But somehow, they're still losing games. They're still losing games. Now let's get back to Siakam. I look at Siakam, and what I'm seeing is a player that does not believe he is that guy. I don't think he realizes he is that good. I don't think he believes he could be that dude, that franchise player. I just don't see it. I see a guy doubting himself because I'm watching him with the spin moves and all that. He's getting really good with that. I mean, I don't see a whole lot, you know, in his bags, in his bags, I guess. I don't see a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot of moves, but he still does have quite some moves, and he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid, and I feel like he can take it up another notch, but it's just not happening. And I think it's more confidence than anything else. So until that happens, I think the Raptors are going to be in trouble, and all this losing is not helping. It's really not helping. So anywho, let's see. I don't know. Can't put my finger on it. Like I said, that's what I'm seeing. I hope they get that together because I would love to see the Raptors do well this season. Let's keep it moving.